Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Diablo 4. So, this is just going to be a quick kind of weird PSA slash bug report that is happening currently. So apparently, I'm swapping my build over, right? So I'm essentially changing over to the trample build, or the pulverized build rather, not the trample build. And to do that, I need to set up all my items, as you might imagine. So we have this two-handed staff here. It's a rare staff, ancestral, whatever, all fine. I want to upgrade this, right? I want to add the aspect to it. I go like this. We then go over to my aspects. We have the perfect pulverize aspect, so we can apply that. Everything looks good. It says it'll imprint. Everything's going to be fine. Imprint costs 45,330, plus some bale fragments and veil crystals, whatever. I have the money. I have the things. We go imprint. Imprinting this item will add a power aspect to it. This cannot be undone. Are you sure to proceed? Except this item cannot have aspects put onto it. So it took me a bunch of Googling because I couldn't tell any. This isn't a unique item. It's just a random ass staff. There's nothing special about it really. And I couldn't figure out why this was happening. Upon my Googling, and it took me a fair while to find this, but I did find a post on the actual official Blizzard forums for this, it's because I don't have enough gold. Which doesn't really make sense, because I do, clearly. It cost me 45,000, I have 129,000. But apparently, you need way more gold than it actually costs in your bank to be able to imprint, otherwise you get this bug. So this is a weird PSA, I'm going to test this out now, I'm going to go farm a bunch of gold, I will be back right here, I'll do a cut. Alright, so we're back. I did some farming. I got some more gold. 397. So I now should have more than enough, theoretically, if this post was correct. So I should be able to now imprint this weapon. By the way, I had to, like, farm on World Tier 3 because I needed to do... The only way, because of level scaling, the only way I could actually farm gold was to do a bloody sacred sigil that was, like, below my level. Level scaling sucks in this game. I'm tempted to make a whole separate video about it, but the fact that, like, to change my build properly, I had to, like, this is a scuff build, right? Like, it's not built yet. And I was planning on just changing it all over, but I ran out of gold, so I needed to farm more gold. The issue is, unless I want to redo all my skills again and do a full reset of my skills back to my old build, so that I can farm, like, you have to complete an entire build before you start changing over, otherwise you end up like this, where you're scuffed and you have to do shitty, unoptimal runs so you can get enough gold to upgrade all your items to get the thing changed over. But anyway, that's besides the point. So theoretically, now that I have a bunch more gold, I should be able to do this, right? This is all correct. Let's imprint it. And imprint's fine. Yeah, so that's a really weird bug. It costs 43,000 to do the imprint, and that's how much it actually cost me, by the way, if you look at my gold cost. So for some reason, if you are very close, like, you need a lot more gold than it says you do before it allows you to do it. So if you run into that bug, that's the reason why. Very, very confusing. I wonder if there's an actual threshold of percentage, because I had more than double what I needed. So it's obviously more than that. I wonder if there's something to do with, like, the rarity of the aspect you're putting on the weapon or something. I don't know. There's something... I wonder too, like, maybe it's literally just like... Nah, see, that's cheaper too. That's only 71k. I was wondering whether maybe it was like you had to do the price of an ancestral because you're putting it onto an ancestral item or something, but even then I had enough for that, so... I don't know, there's something very weird about the way that this is set up currently. So I don't know what causes that bug, but they really need to look into it, because when you have everything that you should have and then it just says, oh, this item you can't put an aspect on, it's really confusing. I spent ages, like, looking through this, because I farmed this weapon, right? And this weapon is pretty good for the pulverized build. It gives me critical strike damage, overpower damage in werebear, core skill damage, and critical strike damage with their skills. They're all really good to have on the weapon, right? And they're all relatively good rolls as well. So I was like, oh, this is a great weapon. I will save this for later. I got this ages ago. And I kept it specifically because I was like, oh, at one point I want to try out the pulverized build. So I want to actually, like, use this build. Because if we go back here, like, right, these here are my two other builds, right? This is like a werewolf build, werewolf poison build, and this here is a stuff for the crone build. So... Like, if I want to swap a build, I should be able to swap it piecemeal and be able to farm something that's not trash to be able to get the gold and shit that I need for it. But I digress. It's a weird bug. Apparently, if you get this problem, all you need to do, though, is farm more gold. And then when you've got more gold, it'll let you imprint. I don't know why it takes that long, but it does. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. It's a PSA, really, as to why this bug exists. I do not know. It's very strange. But, in any case, if you like the video, please leave a like. Oh, I'm not giving you money. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.